Well, we've made it to another week, episode 10 of the FML podcast. I can't believe we're still doing this 10 weeks later.
Well, you got to call it by its proper name. Nobody cares on YouTube about curse words in the first 15 seconds anymore. Like, doesn't even matter. It's the Fuck My Life podcast, and we're back for episode 10. And not only have we gone 10 weeks, you've gone a whole year. It's been a year for you. An entire year has passed in your life since we started this podcast.
Yep, that's true. Are you somebody who subscribes to the... We were talking about this in my stream the other night, even though this is technically also my stream. So do you view it as the year starting or the year ending? Because you're not born, at 1. You've completed a year when you turn 1. You're, 18 months old. There's people that are like, I'm just starting the year. It's like, well, technically you just got through that. So right now...
So how old are you turning, or did you turn?
I just turned 27.
So
that means I completed...
You
27 years.
Your 27th year of life on this earth. You are starting your 28th year of life.
Yeah, because there's people who are like, well, I don't view it that way. I don't know if they're just trying to subscribe to like the, I'm technically like, I feel 1 year younger. Someone was arguing that. I was like, what do you mean you're arguing that? I was like, I guess maybe this is an opinion. I don't know. But
I don't know if I've ever even heard anybody fucking say that in my life.
I know. I was like, what are you talking about?
I think that it's funny because in Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, here we go.
Harry Potter. So in Harry Potter, there's like a line where Dumbledore is talking about Tom Riddle going to find the Gaunt House. And when he says that, he said like in the summer of his 16th year, and people are like, well, that must mean that Voldemort was 16 years old. No, he would have been 15 years old if it's his 16th year.
Right.
So it's like, it's caused like that one line and the way it's phrased has caused a lot of back and forth over when he went to the Gaunt House, because it would affect the timeline and when he made his first Horcrux. So it is kind of important.
That is true. But I've also never heard that like conversation be brought up either. To be fair.
Well, you'd have to be a Harry Potter fan, and you'd have to do deep dives.
Look at like the Harry Potter subreddit.
I don't know about I don't know how much time I spend on the Harry Potter subreddit.
The fan fiction websites. We know, Ryan. You're looking at them. We know.
No. I have checked out a couple of the Harry Potter fan fictions that like people have sent to me, like just because they're like just the disturbing ones. There's one. Aren't they making one into a fucking movie or something?
Yeah, so I think I had made this comment in a Nerdrotic stream, or maybe it was one of your streams, and you guys are laughing at me. You're like, oh, Vera's the one who fucking bought it. But it's called Manacled.
Yes, Manacled.
Yeah, so like the person had put it on the fan fiction website like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something.
It is a very well-known fucking
it had like, I don't remember, like 400 million views or something. And like it kept crashing the website. And so the website was like, we have to take it down. And so this person was like, well, F you, I'm just gonna make it into a book and then sell it. And then they did. And now, it's like the biggest like fan fiction deal or something. But my question with that would be is, how do you know that that's even the case? Because sure, I guess maybe for it initially being purchased, or like that first deal being made, but like something like 50 Shades of Grey, that was also originally written as a Twilight fan fiction. Yeah, so like how does that make sense? Because clearly those numbers are still bigger, even if you're talking about that initially. I don't know. They just want to be number ones. It's like Hollywood. Wow, we have the first black XYZ. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. It's been done 50 times, but whatever you say.
We have the first black, yes.
Yeah.
I think that for Manacled, it is a story about post-Wizarding War in a world where fucking like Harry lost and Death Eaters are still roaming around, and Hermione is imprisoned in like Malfoy Manor, and Draco is her captor, and Draco is raping her and shit. not even fucking around. This is what these women do, okay? These women come up with all these fucking insane ideas about these broken people who do horrific fucking.
And that's a fan fiction you came across?
I didn't. So somebody sent me this because they said this is like the most demented Harry Potter fanfic
where are
ever.
you finding this material?
There is, I don't even know the name of it. There's some, it's a famous fan fiction website where people upload all their shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know the name of it.
Oh, like AO3, I think it's called, or something like that. Archive of Our Own or something like
that's
that.
It, Archive of Our Own.
I was gonna say there's that, and then there's like one other fanfiction site. Other than that, I wouldn't know. But the only reason why I know of that one is because that's like the biggest like fan content generated like independent site or some shit. It's like,
that's right.
Seriously.
So, but anyway, it's these fucking women, the same ones that talk about milking. Like milking the semen out of fucking monsters, and the same ones that talk about, you know, giant dick and zombie dick and things like that. They come up with these scenarios where it's just this brutal, fucking disgusting, broken, terrible human being that they turn around out of love. And while Draco is raping Hermione, literally using his wand to cast a lubrication spell to fuck her. Okay, while those things are happening.
You know what, guys? This is going to be the last episode of the Fuck My Life podcast, so enjoy it while it's
Why? I like Harry Potter. I'm talking about Harry Potter. But what I'm saying is I don't know how you turn that into a movie without...
Well, that's not Manacles.
Is that? I thought that was Manacle.
No, Manacle... I'm pretty sure Manacle is just like them at fucking school and like they're rivals and then they fall in love like over the fucking potions classes and shit. I see images of these two in these fanfic arts where it's like, ooh, Draco and Hermione walking down Hogwarts. I don't know. I mean, you might be right. I don't think that's quite what this one is, though. I think this was like PG-13 or like M, because they technically have sex.
All right, let me just put this up here.
I mean, you might know more.
Manacled is a Harry Potter fan fiction where Voldemort wins the war and a captured Hermione Granger is forced into a breeding program to repopulate the wizarding world. The story is a dark dystopian romance between Hermione and Draco inspired by The Handmaid's Tale. It follows Hermione's struggle for survival, her imprisonment by Umbridge, and her forced role as a surrogate for a high-ranking Death Eater. So yes, the narrative focuses on the complex, dark romance between Hermione and Draco Malfoy, who's one of Voldemort's soldiers and her captor. So what I'm saying is right. What I'm saying is accurate and correct.
Wow, you know more than me. Yeah, I legitimately, the way people make it sound is if it's just like some fucking like PG-13, like it's nothing to scoff at. That's wild.
So Alchemized is the name of like the story that it's going to be adapted.
Yeah,
it blew up really big.
They have to take out all like the Harry Potter references. You know what? I would have just sold J.K. Rowling. You know what? Here you go. You can have it. There you go. You get more money than you ever would out of Hollywood. I have a feeling they paid all this money and it's not actually going to get made.
It probably will, but it's just like, who knows? 50 Shades of Grey was huge. Never underestimate the power of women to be absolutely just horny fucking people.
Well, it's like in the 80s and 90s, you had like the mom romance. And that would be like, I don't know, Beauty and the Beast inspired and stuff, but it wasn't like hardcore works. You could find those in like, I don't know, the grocery store. So like they were a little bit like spicy, but they weren't this level. And then people try to compare the two when they're not quite the same. Like you couldn't sell whatever's going to be called Manacled, whatever they're changing the name to, if they're, because I don't, did they publish it under the book name Alchemized?
Yes, so she rewrote it and removed the Harry Potter
stuff.
I
thought it was also called something else, but it's not the same at all. Whew.
It's by Sen Lin Yu, some weird fucking Asian person who's thinking about getting raped. I guess that's her fantasy.
Yeah, it's a little sus. That's for sure.
Someone mentioned Cursed Child. That's basically fan fiction too. That's fucking awful.
Yeah, I know like nothing about Cursed Child.
Would you like to?
Sure. Sounds like a threat almost. Like you
So
really
it
want
revolves around one of Harry's kids and one of Draco's kids. Draco's son Albus gets sent to Slytherin and befriends Scorpius Malfoy. Long story short, they get approached by somebody who says they're like the niece or something of Amos Diggory, and Amos Diggory's life got fucking destroyed basically because Cedric died, and so this person is convincing them to go back in time. We found a time turner to go back in time and save Cedric Diggory, save Cedric's life. So it is like this greatest hits thing where they go through the different tasks and try to help Cedric out.
Yeah.
But it all kind of just ends up backfiring and not working. And then there's a timeline where because they're like, hey, what if Cedric just doesn't go into the thing in the lead? What if we sabotage him in the second task so he doesn't go into the thing maze with the lead? So, but then that timeline ends up being Cedric Diggory actually fucking got very resentful that Harry won and he turned into a Death Eater, which makes no fucking sense. Cedric Diggory would never turn into a Death Eater. It completely ignores the entire purpose of Cedric Diggory as a character. And then they keep fucking up. They keep fucking things up and it doesn't work. Ultimately, you find out that the person who's claiming that they're in some way related to Amos Diggory actually is secretly the daughter of Voldemort, the love child of Voldemort and Bellatrix Lestrange. And you have this whole thing where they've used the time turner to travel fucking back in time to the night that Harry's parents were killed by Voldemort. And there's this big battle in the fucking church right next door. And Harry has to, like, everybody's there and fucking fighting. It's really stupid and retarded. I hate it so much.
That does sound really, really, really dumb. And I know that it's a play, but did JK ever like look
she
over
signed
it?
off on it. So
I know she signed off on it.
A couple people wrote
like,
it and she signed her name to it and said, I accept this.
She probably didn't even read it. She's like, shit, how much money are you guys giving me? Okay. Add on another 5 mil and I'll just turn a blind eye. I'll pretend like I love it. It works for me. That's crazy though. That story sounds insane.
Look, Voldemort does not fuck, okay? Voldemort does not fuck. I don't think that Voldemort could be turned on by anything. Like he doesn't fucking care about that shit. So the idea of Voldemort and Bellatrix fucking, no way. Also,
yeah, that's a very
common
fan theory, I feel like. They were like, well, we need like some kind of relationship to make him kind of relatable. So let's add this on. It's like, really? This is the best you could come up with?
Wicked Verge says 4 words I didn't expect to hear tonight. Voldemort does not fuck. Is that it?
I guess. So true. A wild conversation to start the stream off with.
Hey, you know, we do what we can here. We weren't even supposed to talk about any Harry Potter stuff. I just went off. Whenever it happens, I gotta go, you know.
I mean, that's fine. Anything else with Harry Potter you wanna add to?
I mean, I don't have anything to talk about right now. I mean, if something comes up, I can probably expound on it, but I don't have anything on my mind.
All right, Chad, that means ask him random Harry Potter questions. He's gonna rant about it the whole stream. Taco, thank you for the 199. Vera, let's go to Japan in May. Ryan is treating.
I am not treating. I am taking myself there, though.
I mean, Japan sounds cool, I guess. Like, out of all the places you could go, Japan doesn't sound half bad. But, like, I'm good. I really don't want to leave the United States.
Yeah, I felt like that for a long time, but here's the reason. This is one of my theories surrounding this. I think that the United States is the greatest country in the world, bar none, no doubt about it.
God bless America.
God bless the USA. But at the same time, I haven't been anywhere else. So I'm just claiming this without knowing it. So really, I might have to experience these fucking shitholes to be able to truly claim that America is the best. And as it just so happens, Gary is going there with Forbidden Frontier. And I am very excited. I actually would have loved to go to Egypt with them to see the fucking pyramids.
You were so salty over that the other day.
What's that?
You sounded so salty over it the other day.
About not being able to go?
Yeah, you were like, I wanted to go.
I mean, it's my fault that I didn't get into this ancient civilization shit until recently. So it's my fault. I could have gone if I had thought about it earlier or whatever, but the time has passed. I'll miss out. Me and Gary will go back because now that Gary knows I want to go, he'll fucking schedule another trip back there and it'll be great. But next May, Forbidden Frontier guys are doing Japan, like a megalith tour of Japan and seeing a bunch of shit. I'm going to be there and I'm very excited.
Sounds pretty cool. I have no interest in leaving the US right now. Maybe one day though.
I got to get my passport renewed. So
yeah, you better do that before, becomes time. And then you're like, I never got this done. I was a lazy fuck and now I regret it. Also, Wicked says Vera needs to come to Florida first. Wicked and I were talking. I want to go to what is it called? The Halloween events that they do.
Halloween Horror Nights?
Halloween Horror Nights. That's just what it's called. I don't know why. I was thinking of like 100 Nights of Horror. I think it's because that's all close to a name of a Scooby-Doo game, so I think I got my wires crossed. I've been buying a lot of Scooby-Doo DVDs, but I do want to go next year.
Yeah, I think Wicked likes Horror Nights, so.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She really does.
It's fucking... I did it one night this year. Actually, maybe I went 2 times. Definitely at least once. Just got all the houses done, got all the houses out of the way, did it all in one shot, express pass, whatever. That's the best way to do it. So you're not waiting a long time in a line. I can't wait fucking 2 hours in a line. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's yeah, I have no interest in that, but it's okay. If I'm gonna go on a trip, I'll go on a trip. Quantum, thank you for the 10. It's fitting that this show is on a Monday. Mondays suck. For those of us that work a 9 to 5, the work week just breaks up an otherwise perfectly good weekend. Gotta complain about something. Fuck my life. I know the FML stories are always so good. But
this is something that we are going to do, by the way. I have not told Vera this. I've just decided it. But
we are gonna do this, chat. What is it? Don't ask me.
We are going to do this. I think for both, I think what we have to do is after the stream is done and like a week goes by or whatever, both on my channel where we put the live upload, if it was on mine, or when we do it here, when you leave your streams up, because you stream all the fucking time and you leave them up all the time.
Yeah.
We're going to pick out a couple of like the best FML stories that you guys put in the chats and share them with everybody. Like,
yeah, until everyone's writing fucking AI books and they're like, one time 15 years ago, it was a Tuesday at 9:15 p.m.
It has to be believable. It has to be believable. We're gonna know if you fucking made it up. But yeah, we're gonna take some of the best fuck my life stories so we can share your misery with everyone else. I have decided this unilaterally, and Bear's just kind of gonna have to go along with it because I think it's a pretty good idea. So.
I mean, it is a good idea. I'm not disagreeing there. I'm up for it. Thought you were gonna sign us up for something serious.
And I did see someone ask if there's any vaccination requirements. There's no COVID vax requirements to go to Japan. Or Florida, I guess if you were asking about Florida.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been anywhere like that, so you'll have to ask Ryan because I'm sheltered. Cabal, thank you for the 5. You're both wearing black today. Are you guys going on a raid? Well, I always wear black, so I guess I'm always going on a raid.
I often wear black. I find it just simpler that way. I have about, no shit, 20 of these fucking same shirts. Just these same black fucking shirts and I don't even fucking wear all of them. I wear about 7 of them and I do the laundry. I wear the same 7 over and over again. So... Yeah, occasionally I wear other shit, but I like the darker colors as opposed to people. You're supposed to say something quickly and move off that quickly.
No. You are the one who decided to say it, and so you can face the consequences of your actions. You're plenty capable of getting yourself out of the situation.
I was relying on my co-host. I should not have.
No, you probably shouldn't. A woman of few words.
Well, speaking of, that's a good transition point to the first thing I want to bring up. Vera,
Okay.
did you know that so many people's food stamps are going to end? That their SNAP benefits, all this bullshit,
That is true. That
they're
is
going
happening.
away.
That is true.
There's some people that are arguing. This is not so erudite. Not really too familiar with who that is.
No idea.
But it's in response to this tweet here.
The
which
only
says,
thing I'll say is if you scroll back up real quick, it says gender and psychology. So basically, yeah, I have, that's a red flag right there.
Gender, psychology, science, and metacognition. Radical Orthodox Protestant. Views are her own.
Whenever you have gender and psychology back to back, that usually doesn't equal something good.
So this says, Charlie Kirk watching all the people who made fun of his assassination lose their food stamps. Right? Kind of funny joke, whatever. Not so erudite, very upset, says people who receive SNAP on average are Republican leaning, though most simply do not vote. These people didn't care about Kirk or the election. They're just trying to get by. And she shows this map here, state participation in food stamps, percentage of the state enrolled. There are a lot of red states in there, I suppose, if you just want to put it in like simple terms like that. And then she shows all those red states. Unfortunately, for someone who's studying all these things, psychology, science, metacognition, I don't know if you really thought this one through. Because I think there's another map that more closely resembles the participation in the food stamp program than the electoral map. And it might be this one. It might be this one. That's just
one map to rule them all.
One map to rule them all, which immediately ratios her. It might be this one. It might be the one of the highest concentrations of African-American population. I don't know. It could be either of these things.
I don't know either.
It could be either of these things that are related. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the responses like?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I want to see if they're getting absolutely fucking annihilated.
I put that down way too soon.
You did.
Sweet girl, that map does not show what you think it does, but this one does. Someone's wrong, the exact opposite. Nice try, though. 22% of Democrats say they or someone in their household received SNAP versus 10% of Republicans. Same report says about 31% of Democrats say they or a household member have, 17% of Republicans. It's not what this map shows. It happened again, someone says. Shows the same map.
I love scrolling the responses, especially from people who try to make a point and act like they're smart, and then they get fucking annihilated over it.
One map to rule them all.
It's so good.
Most of them are Republicans. They just don't vote. What? Like, how do you come up with this shit?
How many people voted for Trump, by the way? Let's start with that right there. That is too fucking funny.
Ah, man. Crazy.
It is crazy. Well, it really isn't that crazy, actually. People on the internet constantly making claims that they can't back up, being like, "Oh, I found this chart, and I know exactly what it means," even though they clearly don't. Speaking of which, I'll talk about the government a little bit more. Oh, there you go, guys.
What is that?
There you go.
Sydney
What is
Sweeney casting. Sydney Sweeney
a-
casting.
I don't want Sydney Sweeney as Cortana. I would never want that day in my life. Nobody, because we already got a Halo adaptation. It was fucking shit. What do you mean, who do I want? Nobody. Because I don't want them to ruin it. That Halo show has been on, it's been on Netflix recently. I'm really afraid of what Netflix would do to it if they got their claws in it. But I thought you guys would find that little AI artwork quite hilarious. But we're going to talk about Halo and the government because there's been actually several different things that have been happening between Newscum's office, on X, ICE using a Halo meme, which has caused mega meltdowns. And of course, we're always needing to highlight Kotaku being absolutely fucking trash, which I thought this was funny. They start off with saying last time that the Department of Homeland Security used a video game property to try and recruit people to ICE. It was with a Pokemon video in which they said they were going to, quote, catch undocumented people, while the original anime theme song played over footage of ICE agents invading homes and arresting people. I think it's so funny that they try to make it seem like this could have ever been a possibility. Like, oh, they said they were gonna catch these people. I mean, clearly it's a fucking joke. Ryan.
What?
Ryan.
I'm gonna do some Ash Ketchum, Ice Ketchum for Halloween.
It's true. You are.
I've been saying it for a while. The fuck is my tunic here?
He's getting dressed up, chat. The Pokemon Company didn't do anything about it, so I guess whoever's on the DHS's social accounts is feeling brave enough to keep using video game imagery to try and promote ICE and recruit people to its cause, because it's now using Halo imagery in language days after Halo Studios announced the original game is being remade and ported to PlayStation. I think most of us clearly fucking know that these are jokes, right? It's just a memester running these social channels. It's not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. But of course, there's always going to be people like the Kotakus out there that are going to blow everything out of proportion. Like, I still think that maybe like official government social media accounts maybe don't need to be sharing like fucking Pokemon like Pokemon images like that in the song. But
it was fucking
funny. Yeah.
It was extremely funny, and people are taking this shit way too seriously. You guys aren't going to see the full costume till FNT.
Yeah,
so. But I may or may not be having a tactical plate carrier that I'm wearing. I got to figure out the ice label. I don't know what I'm going to do for an ice label, but I'm sure I'm crafty enough to figure it out. This thing's fucking tight. Oh my gosh.
Print out a picture of an ice cube.
These fucking Japanese.
That's all you got to do.
They run small or something, because holy fuck.
If you had ordered it from like
my chest and shoulders.
If you had just ordered it from Amazon in the US, you would have gotten triple XL.
I fucking did order
it medium.
Order it from Amazon in the US.
Oh shit. Well, he didn't order the right one, I guess, then, because I feel like for the size of the average American, they probably want to sell you one that is actually going to be oversized.
Well, the fucking hats, I gotta like, it's so fucking small when you look at it like this. It doesn't even fit on my fucking head. I gotta loosen this shit up.
Looks like a kid who's growing, but their parents are poor, so they don't want to spend more money on an extra hat for the kids. Like, you have to just like gently sit it atop the kid's head.
One of those kids on fucking food stamps.
Maybe.
There we go.
You have to like cram it.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Hey,
doom, 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 doom.
Hey, I guess technically, if they're not going to go after the X account, they better not go after my fucking channel for your awful parody.
I don't think we did enough. I don't think it was a long enough song to do that.
You hope. You hope. But well, I clicked off of it. But it says the post on the DHS's X account has an image of Halo characters on a warthog with the subtitle "Finishing this fight," a reference to the line from Halo 2 in which protagonist Master Chief says he's finishing this fight with the Covenant by blowing up their ship at the end of the sequel.
You got to share the article.
Oh, I thought I clicked it. Well, like, why do they feel the need to describe, like, clearly if Master Chief is saying finishing the fight, like, clearly I think we can deduce what he means. Like, I guess if you don't know anything about video games, like, maybe you need to question who it's with, and in this case it's the Covenant. But like, if you actually know anything about video games, and one would assume the readers of Kotaku know about video games, you don't need to fucking describe what that means. It says the image itself has the text "Destroy the Flood," which refers to a parasitic alien species that Master Chief and his friends fight throughout the series, just above a link to the ICE recruitment website. The rhetoric is not subtle. The replies.
To me, this is just somebody that's like filling up words. Yeah, I think you see that a lot.
Oh,
in
yeah,
a lot of these different articles.
absolutely.
Fill up words, put a lot of things in there. Say Master Chief enough times. Say Halo a bunch of times. Do this stuff for SEO purposes. I don't really know how website stuff works, but you do kind of notice a trend when you read some of this shit. Sometimes there's a lot of fluff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the longer people are on a web page to read an article, think about it this way. You ever seen YouTubers that drag out fucking topics for long enough to get to the 8-minute mark so that you get an extra ad or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
same thing applies for these articles. And I think we don't think about that sometimes. The longer you are on there, the more times you will have an ad circulate. So,
right. It's like the
could be part of it
pop-up
too.
ads. Even if you click X, it will bring a new one and then it'll refresh the ads, stuff like that. Either way, it's fucking stupid, and so is Kotaku. Can't wait for them to go under. The replies are full of the same mimetic. Is that how you say it? Mimetic? How the fuck do you say that word? Of course, Kotaku would put this shit in an
I think it's
article.
mimetic, yeah.
Okay. Bullshit you often see on such posts that shows some people view uprooting other people's lives, or worse, as something to cheer for. I just think that this right here is so funny, talking about uprooting other people's lives, or worse, as something to cheer for or encourage, the way you might celebrate a sports team's championship when, you know what they were recently celebrating, by the way? Yeah.
The assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. The broader context of the Trump administration using Xbox and Microsoft's imagery for a stupid recruitment ad, however, shows the rot runs much deeper. Yeah, we've been talking about this with Kotaku for years at this point. Now that the fucking US aid funding is running out, they have to sit here and write trash like this, desperate for a few different clicks. And I think that this whole situation is so funny because there's so many people who are genuinely getting upset, and it's fine. Like, if you think that, like, sure, maybe a government official channel or account shouldn't be posting memes like this, like the Pokemon thing, I thought was absolutely fucking ridiculous, but I still got a laugh out of it. This though, this is not even even close to being as funny, but the reason why it's so much funnier to me now is because these people are melting down over it.
And like, the entire reason this is happening is because GameStop made a really funny post. The GameStop Twitter account. I don't even think
stupid ass Kotaku shared it in this article, did they?
Yeah, so like, the reason this is happening is because
they didn't even share it.
GameStop made a really funny post that was like a declaration that a war is over.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A declaration that a war is over, that they're declaring the end to the console wars. But yeah, go down a little further and you'll see where it started.
Yeah.
One more.
This shit is so funny.
All right. Yes. One more.
Is it this one?
There it is.
Yeah.
A statement from GameStop. Right. And they all use all this fucking text like as if they're declaring an official end to the war, blah, blah, blah. It's funny, right? GameStop will continue to operate as a demilitarized zone, offering hardware, accessories, and trade-ins to combatants on all sides. They're just fucking around. But then a political account retweeted. So if you close this out and scroll up just a touch.
Newsome's, right? Oh no, rapid response. Yeah.
President Trump presides over the end of the 20-year console wars. So they're just fucking around, right?
Yeah,
just as a joke. Hey, Trump was here to end another war.
Yep.
GameStop fucking retweets that with Trump and Master Chief.
I love this image. This right here would go so hard on a shirt. Holy shit.
Right. And it's just funny and silly. And then and then the White House got in on it. The White House retweeted their post, I think. And
yeah. I think so.
Go back to GameStop because they replied to it right there.
Oh yeah, this one.
Power to the players. Fucking Trump. And some people are like, this is AI. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. This is AI. Yes.
No, in the past 24 hours, Trump has been standing on the White House front lawn getting an oil painting done of him standing in a fucking Master Chief costume. Like, how stupid do you have to be to even point it out at this rate?
In front of a flag with only 40 stars. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
Like, holy shit.
He said the right number of stripes.
I feel like when it comes to AI, I get that there's some videos and images that look super realistic, and like I understand commenting on those like, oh, this is AI, because it genuinely is hard to tell with some of the images that are circulating, especially like the images and videos from Sora. But for something like this, you can clearly tell it's AI. You think Trump was standing in the White House, chilling with Master Chief? No. So why are you being so stupid at this point? But this is how people act. So brain dead.
It's just dumb. And I even see some people that are like very, very upset that it's like, I think they're just pandering to gamers with this. They need to change these real things that are going on. It's like, this is a joke. I agree with you. I wish that everything that I wanted to be done was done. It's a fucking joke. It's quite literally a meme. That's all it is. It's all they're doing.
Well, right.
Who fucking cares? I did like the Pokemon one though.
The Pokemon one was pretty much Elon with the fucking American flag. I feel like all of the, I don't want to say like every fucking political intern out there, but I feel like a lot of them do just stare at Elon's X, and then what they'll do is whenever it's related to culture, they'll repost it and they'll comment on it and be like, this isn't the way our leaders or government should act. It's like, come on now. It's not that serious. But even this, I bet if you start scrolling through the comments and the reposts, there's bound to be people like, oh, you shouldn't be commenting about this. It's not even funny. Blav's bro. So funny. Patriot. Hell yeah.
This is my favorite meme to come out of this.
Are you sure? Yes.
That is my favorite, because it all is stemming. We're like talking about this story fucking backwards.
We kind of are, actually. Well, it's because we started with retard Kotaku's article. That was the number one mistake, because I thought it was funny.
Because it's really, this is stemming because we get the announcement that Halo Campaign Evolved, which is a remake of Combat Evolved, is coming day one to PlayStation. Yeah. Which is a wild sentiment, and there's no way 20 years ago you could have told that to anyone and they thought you were like being realistic. There's
if we want to keep this going backwards even farther, I had the campaign evolved topic, but we're not gonna get there yet. But that is true. Like I mean, I've been talking about it. I think it's so fucking stupid that they're remaking campaign evolved, which they're leaving out multiplayer, which is what people want when they play Halo. Like, sure, the campaign's great. I love the Halo campaigns. Halo 2 is my favorite Halo. But at the same time, who is going to play it for longer than, 10 hours if you've never played Halo before and you don't know the levels? Also, they're talking about how they're reworking levels like the library. That is stupid. If you're going to remake something, don't change levels that are iconic. It's so dumb. But talking about the console war a little bit more, I also thought this was very funny. New Scum's press office says consoles more expensive, check. Games more expensive, check. Subscriptions more expensive, check. Of course. Not sure the Trump administration really wants to be talking about gaming right now. It's not Trump's fault that these companies are greedy fucks and they're constantly raising the prices of hardware and software. It's like video games went up to 70 and I would say it got pretty popular in 2021, 2022. That's what they really started doing it. They'd wanted 2 years before that, but I mean, companies have always wanted to raise game prices because they feel it's unfair. And look at the rumors about Microsoft. Their next console allegedly is going to cost what is it, 1.5K? That's a fucking gaming PC. But that's not going to be for another like 2 to 3 years. So that's not going to be Trump either.
And also, no one's gonna use it. So
No one's gonna fucking use it.
I'm just surprised that this Newsom press office didn't do this in all caps. That's usually their go-to. They like to copy Trump's all caps post.
That is true. I didn't think about that, but that is very funny. And of course, they've 9.2K likes, but if you actually start adding up the reposts, right, they're getting wrecked. The president is responsible for video game prices. I love that stupid SpongeBob.
You're not reading that meme right though.
All right, you read it then.
So it is because the meme's actually in a bad format. It should be like the alternating like lowercase, uppercase. You know, that's how these memes should be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the president is responsible for video game prices. That's how you read this meme format, just for the record.
Well, if it's not typed that way, yeah,
that's true. You Ron Burgundy'd it.
Yeah, if it's not typed that way, I'm not gonna read it that way. But you're not wrong. That's the legitimate way to read it.
I think there's a SpongeBob meme for everything at this point in time.
Oh, probably.
I truly think that that's the case.
Gavin Newsom has amassed a 1.6 trillion debt for California. Why doesn't he make his own bed first before criticizing how somebody makes theirs? It's too funny. Trump is not the CEO of those companies. Hope that helps. Who's responsible for the inflation? No, the cost of development went up because of larger teams' DEI consultation that rewrites parts of stories. Gavin is mad. Do I need to pay the rent or am I living rent-free in your head? I mean, yeah, I think that anybody who's actually paid attention to the video game industry for even 5 minutes knows that this is the case, fucking knows that the video game industry has massive problems because of these companies. But it's been that way. This isn't news. It's not like this is just happening now. The fact that you see these different accounts acting like they're gonna actually win against gamers is so brain dead. And that's why I think that it's funny when they try to call out like the ice posts and the Pokemon memes, and you know there's what at this point fucking 3.5 billion gamers. Do you really think that you're ever going to be able to one up gamers? Gamers meme, there's a extremely large amount of gamers. You guys are brain dead if you really think this is a way that people are going to, I don't know, take you seriously. I don't even know if they want to be taken seriously though. At this fucking point, the way they make themselves look like clowns.
It is a step. Look, Newsom's gonna be trying to run for president. We understand that. This is just the thing. Anytime you have an opportunity to take a shot, you do it. That's just what you do.
Well, yeah. I mean, ultimately, you're not wrong. It does just boil down to that.
Yeah, I don't take it too seriously. What's the proposed community note?
I have no idea.
False. Well, first of all, it looks like it was written by a fucking Indian or something. False game. Like, where's the punctuation? Something. Give me a colon, give me a hyphen, something.
Period.
False.
Capital G.
Something. Game and consoles and sub prices didn't rise under Trump. $70 games started with PS5 and Xbox Series X launches late 2020, 2022. Sub hikes came in 2023, 2024. Industry pricing, not policy.
Yeah, consoles, Xbox increased prices. Jesus Christ.
How many goddamn foreign fucks who can't spell are on Twitter and are like doing these fucking things? Fuck you. All you Malaysian fucks, all you Pakistani fucks, all you Indian fucks.
I started reading it, I'm like, am I reading this one wrong? In the past year, PlayStation, Xbox consoles have had price increases. Nintendo has started to sell games at $80 base, and Game Pass Ultimate has had a 50% price increase. That person knows how to type. While game prices did increase during Trump's first term, it was not due to any policy. However, gaming prices across the board have increased due to his tariff policy in his second term. What prices? except for Nintendo.
You're talking about Nintendo specifically.
Yeah, but it's like, why not actually list it then? Why not just say Nintendo? It's not games across the board. It's not the industry across the board. But yet they'll sit here and they'll be like, oh, actually, gaming. Yeah, because you have one little example. And sure, I mean, Nintendo, they are charging a pretty penny. But again, like every company was eventually going to do this because that's just how these companies are.
When I go to Japan, can I buy a Switch for cheaper?
Probably not, no. Or, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit cheaper, but like, I guess it depends on what you're bringing with you because, like, if you have to, like, ship it back, that's not gonna work. So you have to pay, like, import and shit.
What? I can't fucking bring it back? Can I bring a Switch there?
Well, you could bring it back if you, like, physically keep it on you.
Why can't I just keep it in my fucking suitcase? Like,
well, yeah,
I
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you actually bring it, yeah, if you bring it back with you. But sometimes people will go somewhere, they'll buy a ton of shit, and then they'll have it shipped to themselves. Well, that's not gonna work. But like, if you go there with like, I don't know, like a basically empty suitcase. But yeah, I think you have to pay tax, like on.
How would they
like
fucking
foreign
know?
items? Because it's gonna be, I don't know,
This
in
is
fucking Japanese.
This is a theoretical experiment, a thought experiment. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but
yeah, have to pay tax on what you bring back.
Well, what the fuck? If I fucking walk into Japan, if my happy ass walks into Japan with a fucking laptop and I'm using my laptop and I'm doing all my stuff.
You can't walk into Japan. It is an island. Sorry.
Fly into Japan, walk into customs. with my laptop or whatever, I fucking come back out. They're not going to be like, excuse me, sir, you have to pay tax. Not what are you talking about? It's mine. So if I buy a Switch on there, take it out, play with it a little bit, and just put it in my fucking backpack, and I'm walking out, they're like, hey, this is just his Switch. It's not going to be in a box, nothing like that. What do you mean?
Sorry, Chad.
I would have to fucking pay on that.
I can help it, guys. I'm sorry with the walking shit. I deserve to get timed out for that.
I flew in Japan, and boy, are my arms tired. Like, that was that level of joke.
I'll see myself out. You can do the rest of the stream. Let me know when you're ready for the stream to end. Thanks. But yeah, I mean, I think that we know that this is, yeah, I mean, ultimately how politicians are. They're always looking to one-up each other. I just feel like at this point, you'd think that all of these different political offices that are saying, oh my gosh, the video game prices are going up because Trump, they're getting sick and tired of being absolutely wrecked by gamers. You'd think that at some point they'd finally say, okay, we can't respond to these stupid memes anymore because we just get wrecked every single time.
Yeah, I think that they're just taking it way too like, I think all the people that are getting upset about the Trump Halo meme,
yeah,
you're getting upset over nothing, fucking nothing, because it's just a joke. I do think like the Pokemon one, if you're gonna get upset about something, I feel like
it's about real people. So like even that, yeah, it's like a little bit different.
It's about real people who should get fucking thrown out of the fucking country.
I still view it as like a meme, but I could understand there being people that are like a little bit more bothered by it, but like in this case, who's the fucking victim?
I'm perfectly fine with rounding up illegals and catching them and forcing them to fight in gladiatorial combat. That would be more Pokemon relevant. That's not what we're doing. We're sending them back to their own fucking country. You know, that's nice. If we were to round up illegals, illegally capture them, enslave them, and make them do battle for us until they gain enough experience and fucking turn into a super illegal. Like, I am down with that. I think that'd be cool.
Fair. I mean, that's your take, and you can have that take, and I guess there's probably like a worse take. You could just say kill them, so that like that's worse. I don't know if I fully agree with you, but you know, you're allowed to have your opinion, and that's okay.
I mean, it's sometimes it's okay.
Wild conversation.
Some people's opinions, not so much. Like, some opinions are not okay. But I'm good with a army of slave illegals with Pokemon. That'd be much more. That should be much more upsetting to people than just kicking them back to their dog shit hellhole countries, which I will visit and determine if they truly are dog shit and hellholes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. SCDB, thank you for the 5. Happy birthday, Vera. Here's the other 2/3 of the Big Mac. Also, Ryan, I played the team with Jonathan. Oh, here you go. You can read the second half.
Also, Ryan, I played the team with Jonathan Taylor and Saquon in fantasy this week. Fuck my life. Yeah, it's a couple touchdowns, a lot of yards you had to go up against there, man. That sucks. Fuck your life.
Hey, so Ryan, how's
What?
your team doing?
Bears got destroyed yesterday. It was bad. It was an embarrassing performance.
Fuck your life.
Yeah, down to 4-3. Still got a winning record. Couple big games coming up, but a very, very poor display, in all honesty. So, how was your birthday stream? How'd that go?
Good. We played Momo Crash, which is a game. It's a rhythm game, but you slap anime girls' thighs together.
Really?
And then at the end, they become scissor sisters, and the 3 of them like form a scissor star, and then they defeat a boss together. And then I played Escape from Duckov the other like 80% of the time because, well, we started with that game.
Japanese thighs, huh?
Yeah, well, we started with Duckov, and then I was like, I guess we should probably play something else, but then I wanted to go back to Duckov. So yeah, how do you feel? Have you been playing Battlefield 6? Are you gonna play the Battle Royale?
The one they just announced, the free-to-play one that they just came out with?
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow.
I have to try it at some point. I have been very busy the past 2 weeks, if I'm being real. So
Blah,
I know, blah blah blah, excuses. But I
get called the fake gamer. What the fuck?
I'm not alleging to be a fucking super hardcore gamer. That's you who's alleging that. But no one comes and attacks me. I never get attacked online.
Never at all.
Never
Not
have I
even
ever.
once. Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever. Everybody just thinks I'm a good boy. I've never done anything wrong. Never get any hate.
I definitely believe that. But thank you for the 5. Ronnie, thank you for the 2. Halo is literally about fighting off aliens. You're not wrong.
Like an invasive, like parasitic fucking force. Yes.
Yeah. That's not wrong. You're right. Yeah, the truth upsets people. Frostfang, thank you for the 2. My take, send them to Ukraine for the war.
To Ukraine, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
Do it.
Sounds like it would be expensive transportation.
Wangal says, you do got haters in video formats. I've seen them. Yes, Wangal. I was being slightly sarcastic. A smidge of sarcasm. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people that hate me. But that's okay because I fucking hate a lot of people. So it comes with
only a lot. I hate 98% of people, maybe 99% of people.
I fucking hate a lot of people. Most people. So,
yeah.
You know, it is what it is. People are going to hate. That's all right.
Yeah, it's true. SBZ, thank you for the 5. Switches sold in Japan come with the Japanese language only. Well, it's true, but I feel like they've got to sell some that are in English. But you're probably right. Like most of them are, unless you're going to some kind of like specialty shop. English language patch is sold separately. $8 to prevent importers like you, Ryan. Yeah, that is a problem.
I mean, I was thinking of doing it. Buying it and fucking selling it here. Maybe. Well, hold on.
You could, yeah.
I mean, people might pay a pretty penny for a Japanese. There's a bunch of weirdos. All you fucking people that like to, you like your anime subbed, not dubbed. I don't know why anyone would want anime that they have to read. I mean, dubbed is always way better. But there's a lot of you freaking
if
weirdos
I wanted
there, right?
to read, I'd read a fucking book.
That's right. There's a lot of you weirdos out there that like that thing. So maybe you would want a Japanese. You want to feel like a real fucking Japanese person, and you want your Nintendo Switch to be Japanese.
Arigato! That's gonna be Ryan. It's fucking 6 months. He's like, I got the good shit. Whips out the Switch.
Yeah. I don't know a ton about anime, but I do know obviously that everybody hates dubbed anime. Everybody loves subbed anime. I do know that much.
Yeah. I mean, I think that for like exclusively dub or even exclusively sub, like you're very one way or another. Like for me, I I don't know. I mean, I'll if like the Demon Slayer movie, for example, I'm not gonna wait for them to fucking dub that. So I'm just gonna consume it with like through subbed. But generally, like I'd go for the dub. It depends if it's coming like from Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll fucking sucks and their shit's inaccurate. And then they add this like cringe, like Zoomer language. It's absolutely horrific. But I mean, if you really want some like Japanese Switch, for example, you can buy them pretty easily. I mean, I have like games like imported from like PlayAsia and shit. So
It's funny because I totally just said that thinking that everybody was going to fucking hate me in the chat because I know all you fucking anime purists are like, can't get the sub. There's local either. They can't get the sub. Or you gotta can't get the dub. You gotta get the sub. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I literally just did that to trigger people, and then you went on this long rant about how you kind of just prefer dubbed, and I thought now you're gonna lose credit in the eyes of your audience.
I think that it's very dependent for me on if it's automatically dubbed or if it's not. Like I'm not gonna wait and I'll consume it subbed, but like for a normal like a show, like fucking 20-minute episodes, like dub's fine generally. But
if I'm gonna fucking read it, I might as well read the damn manga. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
spend my whole time reading.
I don't know. I see. For me, I almost always read the manga first. Like if I'm gonna watch, I don't know, Demon Slayer, for example, I'm gonna read the manga first. So maybe that's also it for me. Because like, yeah, I read a lot of shit. I read like 5 books a month.
All you anime people take your shit way too fucking serious. You're getting so mad in the chat. I don't watch anime. I don't care about anime. So just like the Trump memes, don't take it so fucking seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you also read the manga? Yeah. Like I almost always read the manga of something I'm interested in. So maybe that's like why I'm not like very strict on like dub or sub, you know. It doesn't matter to me. JD, I think that's 1. Thank you for the 5. Also, the fact that YouTube is still doing this username shit is so infuriating. It's so stupid.
It is weird. I kind of hate it. I wish you had an option to just like change it back or something.
Yep, because they'll leave it for a couple streams and then they'll change it. And then they'll leave it for a couple streams and then they'll change it. They'll leave it for a couple streams, then they'll change it. So annoying. Happy birthday, Vera. Mine was the 25th. Good vibes to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, mine was yesterday on the 26th. Yours is
happy birthday,
like
JD.
Yours is in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's the
15th of November.
No, I was gonna say the 14th.
15th. It's on a Saturday. So
stupid.
My last birthday was on a Friday. So this one's on a Saturday. My last birthday, I got super fucking hammered on stream right before Friday Night Tights. Oof. Like, I drank so much. I drank a lot last night. I had a crazy stream last night. Big shout out to my man Kevin,
because I didn't take any shots for my birthday, or else I would have been fucking dead.
What? Because you got so much money?
I would have had to take a lot of shots.
What's wrong with that? My Jack Daniels is gone. It's over. It's done. So
damn.
Just in case we get any today, I've got a little bit of bullet bourbon left. If I finish that, I got plenty more. So
he's got plenty more, but he's not an alcoholic, chat. He swears. I didn't actually take any though yesterday.
The only time I'm fucking drinking is when you people super chat. So
that's true.
if I have a problem, it's
I was
just
gonna
because the
say
chat is so
I'll take a
generous.
shot if you want to take a shot for my birthday, but also I'd rather not, so it's fine with me. Robert, thank you so much for the 5. Who wins in a fight, Doom Guy or Warhammer Custodes? Doom Guy. I don't even sorry, like I don't even need to think twice. I mean, the Custodes are they're cool, but like I mean, Doom Guy is he's basically a god. So, is there more to say? You know, he's the destroyer of hell.
He dies a lot though.
If you suck.
Not just if you suck, you know that.
If you suck.
He dies a lot.
Yeah, but then they're just like
Those aren't canon deaths.
Revive.
Yeah, those aren't canon
Angels are
deaths. I
like
guess that's true. If you're counting
shits.
the death, then he immediately gets resurrected. So how could you kill him?
Well, right. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's just the truth. But thank you for that. Hollywood guy, thank you for the 5. Hey, Vera and Ryan, can someone explain to me why Steam is banning anime games? I mean, it's Japanese goodness. What is going on? They have for like a decade now.
So by
Because
banning anime games, I assume they're just talking about some sort of sexualized content games, not just any game that's anime.
nope, there's plenty of anime games that have gotten banned in the past that aren't
What?
like sex
Really?
simulators because the characters can be interpreted as being younger than 18. That's their excuse. That's their excuse. Oh, a high school setting, college setting. They're clearly supposed to be like 18, maybe like 19, older than that. Nope, could be interpreted as being under 18. So we don't give a fuck about the creator's original intention. We just care that somebody could get offended by this. It's been happening for years.
Yeah, it's so tough because you're going to have different people that think this is the line versus that is the line versus that is the line, and this is acceptable, this is unacceptable. I'm not too up to date on too many of those games specifically that you're talking about that have been banned, so it'd be tough for me to say like too much about it. But
I probably have like 300 videos on the channel talking about Steam censorship.
I have seen a couple that you've put out about some. That was like what 4 months ago or something, and it was like Visa and MasterCard.
Oh yeah,
it
had gotten
right?
really bad. 295. So yeah, I've talked about Steam and censorship a lot on the channel. Unfortunately, wish I had something better to say. Robert, thank you for the 5. Oh, and have you seen Az's new man cave? I did see the video earlier, yeah. Or was it, I think it was a clip, or maybe he was reacting to it in a stream and showing it off. I don't remember, but I did see it earlier. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Lots of rainbow lighting. I mean, I could turn my lights rainbow. I could make them the fucking, I don't know, trans color right now. Stupid. I'm not gonna.
I can't change mine at all. This is why they're fucking purple, because they're not actually lights. They are black lights. Ironically for me.
Oh. Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
So,
Are you jealous?
like, here's my Chicago Bears hat. Pretty sick. Oh, it is changing colors. Look at that.
What
Look
color?
at that representation.
I can
Green for Halloween. Yeah.
I can make them. I can do like crazy shit with these lights. What is it? Effects Lab, Gaming Lab. I could do fucking. I don't know. Are these single colors?
I can't tell any fucking difference.
No, those are. Yeah, those are.
But anyway, I
Jesus
ordered lights.
Christ!
Whoa, that's crazy.
That's too fucking bright.
I ordered lights that I thought were going to be color changing like that, but I accidentally ordered the wrong model. And so I turned up getting black lights, which is why you can see like it starts glowing when it fucking hits it because it's a black light.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to go with this. So now it's purple.
See, I didn't half-ass it, and the entire room has lights all at the top. So, yeah.
My last place, I did that like all over the house, and it was a huge waste of time. Looked kind of fucking cool, though.
Yeah, I have it in the office, stream room, gaming, fucking dungeon, whatever you want to call it. So I do have
Dungeon.
it. I do have it in here. I mean, I guess like it's worth it for me, but I feel like for most average people, like having single color like changing lights probably
Yeah, talk to
isn't
the plebs, Vera. For all the
it
fucking
probably
normal
isn't
people out
isn't
there,
it
I'm
probably
so
isn't worth
above
it.
everyone. Is
And they
that
weren't
how
that
it was meant?
expensive. They weren't that expensive.
Probably not.
They were it was like well, I got 2 boxes. It was like $110 for 2 boxes and I only used 1.
Only one. Yeah, I mean that's what I went through a lot of effort in my last place. I'm like, look at this, I'm gonna put this, it's gonna be so cool. And then yeah, guess what? The only person I had to impress was myself. So what fucking point was that? I put way too much effort into myself in that last place.
Never knew Ryan would support BLM.
Black lives matter.
People change all the time.
And you know, I'm a clean person. They're black lights. You guys don't see a bunch of fucking stains anywhere, do you?
You have them pointed at the wall. I'd hope
Fair
there would
point.
be no stains on the wall.
Fair point.
I mean, what the fuck is that supposed to? What's that supposed to prove?
Things can get wild, I guess. You never know.
I guess. Bullet Shepherd, thank you for the 5. Not a sub only because some dubs are superior, like Cowboy Bebop, Vampire D Bloodlust, which even Japan says are a lot better. I 100% agree. Some dubs are just too fucking good, and Cowboy Bebop is a perfect example of that. I can't think of anything that's modern that I feel that way for, but yeah, like Cowboy Bebop. Oh my, it's absolute cinema. I love Cowboy Bebop, and not Netflix Cowboy Bebop. We don't count that. We forget about that. Thank you for the 5. Very grateful. So, Ryan, your favorite show. You were a little bit upset that your favorite show was being delayed, never gonna come out. Let's keep it a buck. But now even the Hollywood Reporter saying the Savant's white male villains, bless you, are cartoonishly bad.
Yeah, so this is the Savant, the badass middle-aged Jessica Chastain secretly infiltrating Discord groups with racists who are planning attacks all around the United States. And it just so happens that she's targeting all straight white men because straight white men are evil. Straight white Christian men are evil, and they're the biggest threat to this fucking country. It was obvious from the trailer that that was going to be the tone of this show. And it's why it got fucking ratioed. It's why it got roasted. It's why it got blasted. And it's also why, in the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk assassination, the brutal murder of Charlie Kirk, that they decided maybe it's not the best time for us to put this out. Now, a lot of people speculated why that was. A lot of people thought, well, maybe there's going to be like a direct parallel to Charlie Kirk. I thought at the time it was more just going to be about the fact that they were likely going to portray all fucking white men as like neo-Nazi, racist, evil fuckers.
Yeah.
And I think that Apple realized what a bad look that would be, considering all the blowback that so many people were getting, because let's be honest, Hollywood, the entertainment industry, the mainstream media, politicians, they have been calling normal, everyday people racist, Nazi, whatever, for forever. It's one of the contributing factors to Charlie Kirk getting murdered and the political violence that's going on in this country. It's being perpetrated because of the lies that are being told about people. The idea that somebody who half the country is in alignment with in terms of just normal things like policy and what we should do about immigration or things like this, that you get labeled a Nazi, that can get people fucking killed. And that's what this show was going to double down on. And that's why I think they fucking delayed it. And now, according to the Hollywood Reporter, who wants to see it air, even they're admitting that that's exactly what this fucking show was.
Yeah, and the fact that they felt the need to come out and even say that's what the show was going to be about is it kind of speaks for itself. Like they thought this was going to be shocking to people. Like, oh my gosh, that's really what they wrote. Of course it's what they fucking wrote. We've been saying it for when did it get delayed? Like I don't want to say like quite 2 weeks after the Charlie Kirk assassination, but it was right around there. Probably like a week, maybe. But
It was supposed to come out like a week and a half or 2 weeks after, and they came
yeah,
out like a week after and said, "Hey,
yeah,
we're gonna
okay,
delay this until we tell you it's not delayed." And it's been a month since then,
right.
and we haven't heard shit.
I don't I personally don't subscribe to the mentality that they're going to put it out. I think that because it had already gotten so brutally ratioed online and like people were pointing and laughing, I feel like they want to cut their losses. But the article
Mm.
states almost every white male in the series is a terrible person griping about and slash or militantly plotting against blacks, women, Jews, and or immigrants, and at the risk of sounding like a sympathizer for the antagonists, they are all pretty cartoonishly bad guys. Wow.
So even the
Who would
Hollywood
have
Reporter,
thunk it?
which wants this to get released, is admitting that that is what the show's about.
Yeah, that
I
is.
do. That is such a great fucking sentence. Almost every white male in the series is a terrible person griping about and or militantly plotting against blacks, women, Jews, and or immigrants. Not often you see two and ors in one sentence, which is it's kind of a fucking run-on sentence and it's got parentheses and it is a fucking long sentence. But two and slash ors.
I don't I don't know. I don't find it that unique.
You don't find it unique that they use two and slash ors in one fucking sentence about like separate things completely? I think it
Um
is. That
no.
stood out to
Should
my
I?
fucking autistic brain, all right?
I mean, I notice it obviously, but I don't know if it's that special. Anyway, of course, it was announced in early 2023 as a limited series for Apple TV Plus with Chastain starring and executive producing, inspired by a cosmopolitan story published in 2019. Oh, yeah, because that's what people care about. Deadline reported it will see her play a top secret investigator known as the Savant who infiltrates online hate groups to take down the most violent men in the country. I don't
Wait,
know.
I thought they were going after white people.
Well, they're going after everybody.
Oh.
Going after everybody. Yep. It says, with the new information from THR, we have a clearer idea of the kind of men the creators of the Savant believe to be the most violent. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, anybody with half a brain cell could figure this shit out. My Nerdy Home, it said the show doesn't parallel Charlie Kirk's murder. It just shows every single white man to be incredibly evil, so they deserve what they get, kind of like every far leftist opinion on the Charlie Kirk assassination. Whew. It's true. After Apple TV announced its decision to pause the release, she took to Instagram to say she was not aligned with the decision, of course, because she's upset that it's not getting aired. And
you're right, like what you brought up is an interesting point about maybe this has nothing to do with controversy and maybe they just wanted to use it as an excuse to not put it out.
yeah.
And maybe that's why Jessica Chastain was so forceful about it, because she's worried that they will use it as an excuse to just not put it out.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I genuinely believe. Now, if that's the truth, who the fuck knows? But I feel like they they should not want to put this out. Now, if they will, maybe, but I feel like they should not want this to ever see the light of day, because if they think the meme image is painful now, never mind when they decided to go ahead with it and they finally released it and everybody was able to pull 50 million screen grabs of her face. It says, though, from all accounts, the Savant is unappealing to its target audience and unlikely to win over the politically disinclined. That they criticize its style, though not its substance, will be seen by many as further proof that the mass media and the majority of Americans see the world from vastly different points of view. I feel like that is also, yeah, kind of obvious. Like, clearly, these people will say whatever they have to stay in these companies' good graces. It's like with the video game industry, the Kotakus, the Polygons, the gamers, right? They don't want to come out and criticize Sony, Nintendo, Xbox constantly because they want to be able to keep getting access, or else they'll be completely irrelevant. Not that they basically aren't already at the bottom of the trash can now, but it's going to be significantly worse for them, and where they're all struggling to stay afloat. Yeah, I mean, like clearly they don't want to piss off everybody in the industry, and I'd be curious to see what the percentage of Hollywood slash like entertainment journos, aside from video games, what the percentage is of those journalists who have been laid off or fired over the past couple of years. Because for the video game industry, we had just gotten an updated figure that's like 25% of them. It's like 1,200 over the past 2 years, which is just so good. I'd be curious to see how many of these guys were were laid off too.
You know what I think is really funny
What?
is I hope the show comes out because Jessica Chastain's character has a black husband, which is kind of just funny. I don't know why. It's just funny. But
yeah, Ryan, why is that funny?
I said I don't know why. It just is like inherently funny. But I'm pretty sure that she is going to fuck the racist white supremacist leader in order to gain the trust and infiltrate this group. So I really want to see the fallout from her black husband after she fucks a racist to try to bring down this cabal of evil white men. I really want to see that go down.
I mean,
I want that to be a discussion point.
Wouldn't fucking shock me. Did you ever watch the Netflix show You? About the serial killer, how he kills like his girlfriends and his wives.
No, I have heard about that. I heard women really like that show.
It was, the first season was okay, the rest were trash. My point is that the last season, okay, so I'm not going to give too much context. In season 2, the main woman, or is it season 3? I don't fucking know. One of the women that he stalks and that he becomes obsessed with is Tati Gabrielle's character. You guys don't need any more context than that. I'm sure you can already guess what type of character she plays. But you think that she's like dead throughout the other seasons until like I think it was like 2 episodes to the finale of the last season, and you find out that she is alive. She's running a group of Reddit women who were basically putting themselves in the line of this man, and they fucking bait him into picking one of them so that they can, of course, have him fall in love, stalk him, and then they have enough evidence to use against him so that he goes to prison for the rest of his life. But they're all just a bunch of white, fat, and then black women on Reddit who were doing this. And then, of course, Tati Gabrielle gives like this insufferable speech about how white men have kept us down, and a rich white man killed, I don't remember how many women he kills throughout it, like let's say 10, killed 10 women, okay, but we took him down. And then they're like getting fucking interviews in like the newspaper and then on a Twitter alternative. It's fucking hilarious, and it reminds me of what you just said.
Do they kill him?
No, they put him in prison.
Does he escape?
No, he just dies in prison, I guess. I don't know.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah. He wasn't able to escape him.
You just living his dream.
Yeah. Murdering women. Oh yeah, it wasn't just women, to be fair. It wasn't just women.
If he would have been a black person in a Democrat city, he would have been out on bail pretty quick.
He did not see gender. He killed anybody. Respect
Equal
for
opportunity.
That serial killer.
Can't fault that.
True.
Most serial killers have a type, got a pattern.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He just killed whoever. But anyway, what you were saying reminded me of that. Yeah, that's true. But what you said just reminded me of that, because like he ends up like getting obsessed with this girl, and of course they like start this fake relationship, but then by the end it's like the woman was like baiting him And so in this case, it's like, oh, you think that she's going to like fall in like love or have sex or something like that with the big villain, which is just, I don't know, it sounds so fucking hilarious. Maybe they'll put Tati Gabrielle in this. Maybe that's really why they want. Imagine if that had been the case. She would have been so vocal. She would have been like, shit, everything I'm in is getting canceled or wrecked by you stupid, toxic chuds. 100% incel tears. She can't help herself.
She was in The 100.
Yeah, well, I don't think she's a good actress, so.
I don't think she's particularly good either. She was in that Naughty Dog movie, Uncharted.
That Naughty Dog movie. She's been in everything Naughty Dog.
Well, I meant the specific movie, Uncharted.
Yeah, she's in the Uncharted movie. She's been in their past like 3 games. She's the lead of their new one because of course she is. Like, I need to know what Neil Cuckman is up to with her.
Dude, if they put hair on her, if they just put some like normal looking hair on her, she would be way more attractive.
What do you mean by normal hair?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, she's fucking bald. Like, if you're fucking bald or whatever, nobody wants to see that shit. Like, look.
I mean, she's done like wigs and stuff in some of these
Look,
shows.
if I am in a relationship with you and you get cancer and you have to shave your head.
I'm actually going to hide the screen first because I don't know what her internet history is. So when I type in Tati Gabrielle, I'm a little bit afraid.
I can't believe you do any searches on Twitter or on Google with showing your screen. That's wild to me.
Well, what
that's wild.
Why?
I don't know, because I have no idea what I had just fucking looked up. Not that I'm worried that it's going to be like fucking, tentacle porn or something.
What are you looking up, Vera? I don't care.
You never know.
I just don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? Cancel me?
No, I might judge you.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not saying you're going to cancel me.
We look up weird shit sometimes. Like,
show. Yeah,
we look up weird shit if we're like on stream and like trying to answer a question, or if like somebody brings something up and it's like, look this stupid thing up. We Google some weird shit from time to time.
I gotta keep it a buck. I don't think long hair makes her look that much better. Like, that's what I would consider like pretty normal hair on her head, not like, I don't know, looks like it was shaven and then it's grown out. Like, that's pretty like normal. I don't think that made her look much better.
But I don't think she's like, oh my gosh, what a bombshell. I think that makes her look way more. If you put her in a game like that, there would be far fewer complaints than there are with her fucking.
Oh yeah, true. I do agree with that, but like I don't know. She's a very interesting looking person. That's what I'll say. You know what? She's a human being and she can look the way she looks.
Wow, very bold statement from you.
Congratulations. She exists, and I guess that's something. I guess it is. I do not like her. I don't like her acting. I don't like her face. She's kind of a bitch. It is what it is. Cabal, thank you for the 527 shots for 27 years. Let's go. I'm kidding. Please don't do that. No. I won't even take
27 shots
if I don't have to.
I could do that in a day. I couldn't do that in one sitting.
Yeah.
We have some Rumble rants.
Cool.
We got John Getz with a bunch of rants over on Rumble. So we're going to go through them. I platinum deleted and put Ghost of Yotei up on eBay. You'll never guess which member of the Yotei 6 that killed your family you end up forgiving and living with. Hint, one of them is a woman. Don't believe anyone praising Ishii's performance. Gave her a fair shot. She's working with crap writing of an insufferable character, but holy shit, she's wooden in her acting. And then
Shiitake.
And then John gets into anime. Nah, I'm a big anime guy, and I watch 3 episodes of each when starting a series to see if the cast is all right. I wait for dubs if I know I like the dub. Anyone who's 100% in one direction or another, thumbs down.
Yeah.
I have ample heavy pumpkin beers, and I got to finish them all before October 1st. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just festive, which is why I'll be getting heavy Christmas beers after November 1st.
I do actually have pumpkin beers. That is true. That is real. I do, yeah.
And then again, last one. One Piece dub is better aside from the main character, and the Dragon Ball dub is better because of the main character. Boa and Whitebeard are so much better in dub. In Dragon Ball sub, there's an old lady Goku. I've never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball.
Don't start now.
Don't intend to.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Huh?
Ryan, you didn't say thank you for the Rumble rants.
Thank you. Thank you, John Guess. I thought I did already.
Douche.
Thank you, John.
Jeez. Oh, Ryan. Robert, thank you for the 5. See, I start off with the thank you. I instantly say thank you for the 5. Holy crap, Ryan. You have the same birthday as my brother. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
That's my secret, Robert. I am your brother.
Robert, I was going to say, is that your brother? There you go.
No, that's not my brother.
We found it out.
But, there's a 1 in 365.25 chance that I would have the same birthday as your brother.
That is true. That is true.
It is statistically true. Of the 700 people or whatever that are watching this, that means that probably 2 people that are watching this stream, most of whom are probably not in the chat. Of those 2 people, or there's probably 2 people in there that have my same birthday.
Not that, anybody would want to share a birthday with you. But if you
your
do,
fucking choice. No one asked your consent. You didn't get permission.
But if you do, let me know and I'll give you guys my condolences.
Sometimes the world just comes in, bends you over, and fucks you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're lucky enough to share a birthday with me. I'm a Scorpio.
You know who I share a birthday with? October
Angelina
26th. October 26th. You have one more attempt. I know it's really bad.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Nope. I'll give you one more. It's a woman.
Lizzo.
Awful. No. Hillary Clinton, even worse. Even worse.
Hillary.
Yup. That's my celebrity birthday. It's so stupid. Out of everybody that I could get.
On the bottom, got a bill in my mouth like I'm Hillary Rodham.
Stupid.
Underrated song, by the way. Grills. Come on.
Wow. Thank you for that. Killery? Yeah, unfortunately. Well, guys, we were just talking about Yotei, so I thought that we'd bring it up. Somebody had mentioned Atsu, and I thought, you know what? This is as good a time as any to bring it up.
One of the reasons I thought it would be good to read that rant, because it would lead us right into our next topic.
True.
That's what co-hosts do.
True, instead of leaving you hanging.
Yeah,
you say, I don't remember what you said, but I'm definitely going to clip that. That was a good one. I don't remember what exactly you said.
Why would you clip that?
Because I think it's funny. Why else would I clip that? That was prime FML promo material. What do you mean? Anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need. More shit of me sounding fucking racist that gets clipped out. It's exactly what I need in my life.
Yeah, well, as a woman, every time I say the word balls in a video game, every time I could say the word long in a video game. Listen, there's way more terrible clips of me out there, I'm certain, with the random words that are completely unavoidable in everyday speak that are clipped.
Yes, there's no difference at all in a woman talking about a ball in a video game and then getting clipped saying the word ball than a clip that will show me being racist. Yeah, there's no difference. The same level of backlash will ensue.
Oh, luckily you're not going to face any backlash over it, so.
That's true.
I mean,
no.
I guess when you can show me where the damage is, show me one single person being mad, let me know. Is what it is. Anyway, guys, Ghost of Yotei has now been out for 2 weeks. I previously talked about the physical game sales in the UK how it sold 40% less than Tsushima, but an analyst explained and reassured why that was actually okay, guys. They basically said that, oh, over the past couple of years, physical has been dying. Tsushima released during the pandemic, so more people were at home, which I personally don't subscribe fully to that mentality because, sure, yes, more people were at home, but at the same time, you are also talking about Tsushima, the first game, doing so good and gaining what I'm going to call a cult classic following. Lots of people saying it quickly became one of their favorite games ever. So you'd think that, Yotei, wow, it's number 2. I'm so excited. People would be lining up to buy it. So I don't fully buy into the whole, more people were home. That is true. And I'm sure that did play into it a little bit. But a 40% drop it's kind of a lot. Selling 40% less than Tsushima at launch is quite a hefty chunk of change, in my opinion. But, well, apparently, even though it sold 40% less than Tsushima, it's not looking good over here either, because the PS5 copies of Ghost of Yotei have already been reduced 2 weeks after release. That's not very good. It says it's been just over 2 weeks since Ghost of Yotei launched as the latest PS5 exclusive title, arriving as the anticipated sequel to Tsushima, despite being generally lauded as another excellent game from critic reviews. Sure, the game is already starting to see discounts at some online retailers. I always think that situations like this are so funny when they'll say, oh, it's lauded, it's excellent, it's amazing, people love it. By the way, we're just talking about the critics because gamers are being critical of it. That's exactly what the Manchester Evening News here is doing, but it says it, of course, launched Yotei at the price point of $69.99, which digital buyers are pretty much locking into paying. However, shoppers can already save a tenner on the MSRP of Ghost of Yotei if they head to Amazon.
A tenner. Don't British people talk with it's so unique. They could save a tenner on this.
I got a tenner.
Got a tenner.
I'm putting a tenner on that.
Yeah, British accents are growing on me a little bit. I don't know. British accents on women are growing on me. On men, sound retarded.
Do they? I don't know.
That's what I think. I don't know. It's just a feeling I have.
I mean, fair enough. It says, though, instead of paying $69.99, the brand new PS5 exclusive game is now down to $59.95. It's only a 14% discount, but it makes a huge difference amongst a busy period of video game releases. And this, even though this isn't in the United States, right, this pisses me off to no end because we're talking about a brand new game. We are talking about people only 2 weeks ago going out of their way, buying it at $70. What's the point to buy a game on release day if 2 weeks later it's going to go on sale? And sure, I get that, hey, listen, it's not selling as well in this region for physical, but it doesn't matter. I genuinely do not think that this is acceptable at all whatsoever. And of course, I usually say, don't buy a game even close to its release. Definitely don't pre-order, but even after release, don't run to the store and buy it. But this right here, just it's such a slap in the face to potential customers. And you would think if Sony's having such a good time with this game, well, then it shouldn't be on sale. Well,
we saw Ghost of Tsushima stay full price for quite some time after it was released.
2 months.
Yes, it stayed full price for quite some time. And that was as we saw Last of Us 2 get discounted.
Yeah. At least they're sticking with the 2s, right?
I mean, look, here's my whole take on the Ghost of Yotei situation. I know there's been some big talk about the numbers and all of this stuff. I do believe that Ghost of Yotei probably sold very similar, right? When we look at these numbers and stuff, I think it sold very similar to Ghost of Tsushima in that first weekend, those first 4 days or whatever it was released. And I think that makes a lot of sense. In the same way that it made a lot of sense that Last of Us 2 sold more than The Last of Us did. Now, these are, if you're having a conversation about these things, I think this is what the focus should be. Because when you have a game that gets such positive reception, a game that, just a new IP, a new fucking game, an original thing that gets announced and it does well and word of mouth spreads and it does really well. And over time it sells incredibly well, way more than you ever expect to get out of it. And you're like, hey, let's turn this thing into a franchise. You already have this big install base. You have this big potential fan base now that you didn't have when you launched that first game. You earn people's trust, you earn their interest, all of this stuff. So the idea that this next one would sell pretty much right in line, and maybe even a smidge. You might be talking about 1.3 million compared to 1.25 million, but very comparable sales for that opening 4-day period. The topic of discussion should be about what a missed opportunity this was. Because if you had come out with Ghost of Tsushima 2 or called it Ghost of Yotei with Jin Sakai or whatever, right? If you had done a continuation of that story, you would have sold 2.5 million copies in that first 4 days. You could have sold 3 million copies in that first 4 days. That's what the numbers would have been. And now, as this trickles along, when we come to a year out and say Ghost of Tsushima sold, 10 million copies by the end of the year, or whatever that exact number was for the year, Ghost of Yotei is going to be significantly behind that. And they did it to themselves. They lost a lot of people's excitement when they revealed what the game was, who the game would be about, and we started learning more about this character. Sucker Punch had a bad fucking situation with one of their devs who they did fire in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk. But you see this lead actress who's a massive fucking woke activist. The character doesn't look compelling or sound compelling. And I think they missed out on it, what could have been a big opportunity. And when we go down the line and we look at a year out from these sales, based on the momentum now, based on these early discounts, based on it dropping in the sales charts so quickly, like you're about to point out, based on all these things, you can see the writings on the wall that Ghost of Yotei over time is going to sell significantly less than Ghost of Tsushima. And that shouldn't have been the case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I still think that if they wanted to put a female in the lead, you haven't played Tsushima, have you?
Oh yeah, I did.
You
I
did?
fucking
Okay.
loved that game. I played the fucking shit out of that game.
It would have been cool if they had put Yuna as the lead. I thought she would have been an acceptable lead. She was connected to Jin Sakai. It was the same time period. Jin could have been in it too. You could have had him, hanging out, doing a bunch of stuff. Like that would have been, I think that would have been more acceptable than fucking Atsu. That's for sure.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Obviously, Jin would have been the number one choice, but she at least would have been an okay female alternative instead of creating this random character that nobody cares about, picking this controversial actress, them having to fast forward it by several years, and then them completely skip additional story with Jin Sakai. Like, that opportunity was right there in front of them.
Yeah. But I think that I think a lot of people see that, hey, it sold the same as Ghost of Tsushima, and maybe even dollar amount might be a touch more or whatever because of the increased price and everything. I think a lot of people see that and feel a need to push back on something because they feel like people are using it as a win. And some people are trying to use it as a big owner, a big win. But you need to see the bigger picture. Like, yeah. I don't, like, some people like, that can't possibly be true. 100% it can be true. In the same way that The Last of Us Part 2 sold way more opening weekend than The Last of Us did. Doesn't mean that Last of Us Part 2 was a good game or a better game or anything like that. And in fact, as time went on, we saw that game sold significantly less than the first game. But because you had an install base, a fan base that was knowledgeable or that knew about it, that was ready to fucking buy it and stuff like that, of course you had a bigger immediate audience that was going to go get that thing that they knew something about from several years ago when they played the other thing. So
yeah, no, I completely agree.
The stuff for Ghost of Yotei is going to look very bad. And I think that people shouldn't have got so amped up about the opening weekend being relatively equivalent in terms of sales. You should have expected that, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree. I think that when the first game became so beloved so quickly and sold so many copies, it was bound to always sell. Now, if they were able to keep pace with Tsushima, I never thought that they would be able to. And if all of the numbers we're getting right now speaks anything to the future, it doesn't look like it's going to hold as steady as maybe they were hoping, maybe they were expecting. Of course, we had gotten these numbers last week about or from Circana that said Ghost of Yotei was number 4, which I think I'm a little bit more shocked at the fact that Borderlands 4 was number 1. Borderlands 4 is so bad.
It is kind of crazy, actually.
I think that right there is a little bit more shocking than seeing Ghost of Yotei in like the top 5. I thought it was gonna be like number 1, but then I didn't realize like Sports FC came out, NBA 2K26. I don't know exactly when that came out, but either way, like I think we all knew Ghost of Yotei was going to definitely be up there. Though this right here is the issue, is that Ghost of Yotei has already dropped to rank number 9. So that's a very big difference from what we had gotten through the period of 831 to 10-4, which of course was only a couple of Yotei had only been out a couple days, so I understand that might be just why it didn't take a higher slot here, though at the same time, like it's already dropped to rank number 9, and it was number 7 last week.
Yeah, and this is the Circana report, right?
Yeah.
The much discussed Circana report.
Yeah.
It's falling off relatively quickly. And again, when you start comparing this to Tsushima over time, however the fuck I'm supposed to say. You know what? When I go to Japan, because I don't know if I mentioned this, I am going to Japan next year, which I'm very excited about.
Wait, Ryan, you're going to Japan next year?
I am going to Japan next year.
Are you sure you're going to Japan next year?
As long as they let me in, I'm going to Japan. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So yeah, of course I'm going to Japan next year. I'm gonna have to ask how I'm actually supposed to say that. Tsushima.
I'm sure that there's probably videos online. I always say Tsushima, but like I guess it's not.
I can't ignore that big capital T,
Yeah, Tsushima. I'm sure there's some American out there saying it that way.
I kind of do. I say Tsushima.
Yeah, but that's different than like Tsushima. Tsushima.
I don't know. I need to. They'll tell me when I'm in Japan, I suppose. I'll figure it out. Or maybe I can ask the Manchester Evening News with their. Maybe they know. They seem cultured. They're British.
Ooh, I don't know if I call them cultured.
They said tenor.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Save a tenor. You can save a tenor.
Pretty bad article. So I don't know if I'd, say they're cultured or like based or anything.
It is a pretty bad article. And
it is a pretty bad article.
I will reiterate, just like I did earlier, the British accent growing on me. For men, don't like it. For women, it's growing on me. For men, you still sound like you're fucking retarded. Just putting it out there.
I mean, how do you know they're not?
Most of them are. I stream with several of them, so
that is true. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what Yotei does over the next couple weeks, though. Already reduced in price 2 weeks after release. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad in my opinion. That's pretty horrendous in my opinion.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah.
For what, 2 fucking weeks and it's discounted?
Yeah. What a slap in the face to the people that pre-ordered. Like that's terrible.
If you pre-ordered that game, go fuck yourself. You're a retard. Like, let's just be honest. If you pre-ordered that dog shit, you deserve. You get what you fucking deserve.
I think maybe I'd go half as far and not say go fuck yourself, but I'd say you're a retard.
You just say go fuck, like.
Instead of go fish, go fuck.
That far, yeah. I think that. I don't know. No offense to John who played it and then is selling it on eBay, but I mean I get that. John,
but offense, John.
Yeah, offense, John gets. But I know I get it. People review it and everything. It's crazy because the I would have, even me, who doesn't play a lot of games right now, I would have played the fuck out of Ghost of Tsushima too.
Oh yeah,
I would have been really
absolutely.
fucking excited when we heard they were teasing the trailer. I got excited, and then I saw this like,
It would have been so good.
we saw
Well,
the
I don't
trailer
want to
come
say it would
out.
be so good with modern like Sucker Punch and how many, high ranks have changed since the first game, but I think it would be better. I think it would be significantly better. But
I think so too. But when we saw the first trailer, and it's like female protagonist, it's like
red flag.
a little bit of a
With
red
modern
flag, but
Sucker Punch.
who knows, right?
Yeah.
But hey, the same team just made a game that I really fucking love, so we'll see.
Absolutely.
And then you start hearing
Yes.
more about it. You start seeing the person involved with it, and just because someone who's voice acting a game is a crazy fucking leftist Antifa ugly lesbian bitch doesn't mean that the game is going to be bad. But then you start seeing the people in Sucker Punch, see the way they're speaking out, see what they're focused on. And it's like, all right, well, fuck this game. That's an easy decision for me to make to save my fucking money. I have way better things that I want to save my money for and spend my money on than that shit.
Yeah, no, I get that. I definitely do. Super. Thank you for the 5. FML. I hate Mondays. Garfield writes, "Dear Monday, I don't think we should stop seeing each other." Fuck my life.
Fuck my life. I hate Monday. Garfield writes, "Dear Monday, I don't think we should stop seeing each other." What does that mean? Should.
First, get rid of a should, probably. I'm not a Garfield aficionado, so don't ask me. Thanks for the 5. Sir Chimpus, thank you for the 199. Very grateful. Much appreciated. NTR. Uncle, thank you for the 2. I'd have played it if the MC had big badonkers. I mean...
I don't think you pronounced that right.
Oh, I didn't. I guess I just instantly went to Do Bon Hon Garos.
Don Bon Honkeros.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even close. You did it with practice ease.
I don't know if it's right or not, but I said it with authority, and that is
That's
kind of
true.
what matters.
That's true. Thank you for the 2.
Saying it like you mean it.
Yeah, I had to sound it out. I did. Well, guys, sexual assault, Twitch, men partying with women a quarter of their age. Sexual assault equals 44-hour ban. Calling someone fat equals 2-week ban. Twitch is an absolute joke. Of course, we've all been talking about Twitch. I thought that we would give a very quick update to the Twitch saga that's been going on. Of course, I've already established this a million times. I'll establish it a million more. Fuck Twitch. Twitch sucks. Twitch is stupid. Twitch is retarded. I hate Twitch. I wouldn't go to Twitch unless they gave me some literal, like, a life-changing amount of money. Then I would take that money. I'd start a studio, hire all the SJWs, fucking fire them, not pay them after a while. After I've canceled their game, have these idiots working on a game for like 5 years. Then I'd cancel it and say, it's shelved, you're fired, have fun, loser. But, now we're finding out that Twitch has unbanned Nina Lin after a temporary 1-day and 20-hour ban for the incident with FaZe Silky's assistance. This is crazy with how much shit either the extremely profitable or the extremely pretty get away with on this platform. It's crazy at this point. Like the Hassans, the people like her. By the way, never heard of her a day in my life. With her edited selfie over here that looks like she's fucking 50 pounds of makeup on and fillers.
Is it edited? I can't even tell.
Yeah, that's gotta be edited. But it's like these
know.
people get away with anything.
It's funny because a lot of it is not even just, of course, the Hassans, the big people, whatever, they can get away with anything. But even like some people that aren't huge time creators, as long as they have the right fucking politics, it doesn't fucking matter because the entire moderation team is one mindset there. So even if you have a big conservative, not that there's many of them out there, right? But if they fucking do something, they would get banned for like a while. But you could have a relatively unknown or lower level streamer, as long as they have the right politics or whatever, they might get banned for a little bit and then they're back. It's just how it is. I don't even know what this shit is about.
So this is it happened at TwitchCon. The guy who was held down, one of the chicks was twerking on him. The other chick was like holding him down. Like he was trying to get up from like she was like holding him down.
Sexually assaulted him?
Yeah, like she sexually assaulted him. I figured if I just said sexual assault, you definitely wouldn't know then if you hadn't known already. But yeah. Like,
there we go.
Fucking wild. Rev says, I just wanted more clarity regarding your policies. It seems like your current policy is that if a female streamer sexually assaults a man live on your platform, it results in only a 1 to 2 day ban. How do you justify this? Would love to hear more from you. I think that what's justified is she made a few phone calls, and that's why she was let back on the platform, because it doesn't seem like Twitch is consistent at all whatsoever.
They're not. One day, 20 hours. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, like what? It's not even 2 days.
Yeah, like it's such an arbitrary number. It's, hey, lift that. Okay, I'll get it lifted. Whatever.
Right.
And then obviously we've got so much stuff going on in like the streamer world and everything with what's his name, and Emaru.
Yeah, Mizkif.
Mizkif and Emaru, and that whole thing's a fucking shit show as well.
That's true.
Here's the thing. The vast majority of people that you watch on the internet, streamers, stuff like that, their lives are probably pretty fucked up. Like that is the reality of virtually all of these people. And I think sometimes it comes through much easier than others. Sometimes it doesn't. And it's not to say everybody. For instance, my life completely fucked up. Vera's life probably completely normal. You don't know. We got to play the role well, so you can never tell. But that is the truth about a lot of people that are fucking streamers and perpetually online.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I mean, your life's at least more fucked up than mine, so that's what counts.
You know what? It's getting better every day. It's getting better every day.
You know why it's getting better every day?
Why?
Because every day you get closer to death.
Arguable that could be the reason.
You're feeling happier every day.
It is. I never thought about it. I have. I mean, I feel like people have noticed it. I'm getting happier every single day. Maybe it is. Maybe it's my body sensing that I'm a little bit closer. Maybe
that's why.
End this life, start a new one. You know.
Yeah. Let's crack the code. It's definitely true, but I know Emaru had revealed that Twitch initially refused to hand over the name of her assaulter to the San Diego police until someone called in with a concerning tip, which is absolutely wild. At their place of work, someone came who matched the description of the guy. They said they were traveling, but Legal Mindset had said, if Emaru's telling the truth, this would be a violation of California Penal Code S-135 through the withholding of evidence. Now, I don't know if anything will actually come from this, right? Is Twitch gonna face like major lawsuits? Probably not. They're probably working out a deal with Emaru. They're probably gonna just pay her off so like it doesn't get even worse for them. But at the same time, man, like it is true. They're racking up the liability and potential criminality, but it's like when I think it was 2022, maybe it was 2023, with the woman who went into the foam pit and then broke her back. Nothing ever came from that. There were I can't think of anything. I mean, they paid her off.
What's really crazy is that like because she broke her back, there's like an even sicker part of that story. To do the surgery, they found out that she was pregnant. She was like 7 weeks pregnant or something.
Yeah.
And they had like, again, I don't know all of the necessary like factors that went into it, but essentially they had to abort the baby. They had to kill the baby to do the surgery.
That's horrific.
So like that's what came from that. That was 3 years ago or whatever. I forget what that streamer's name was.
Adriana. I don't remember her last name.
Chechlik or something?
Twitch, Adriana, yeah, Chechnik,
Something
maybe
like that.
something like that. Yeah,
Chechik, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, and so, and I do think that like Twitch didn't cover the medical bills or something. There was some story like that. I don't see how TwitchCon happens next year. I don't see how it happens after all the shit that went down this year. But
I genuinely don't either.
that place is run by lunatic. Dan Clancy is just going to want to fucking hang out around a bunch of fucking 25-year-old women. So he will probably throw a fucking TwitchCon. He probably will.
Yeah. I guess maybe you have a different opinion than I do. I don't think that he's gone. I think they're going to keep him. I think they would have already gotten rid of him if they wanted to get rid of him over the past like week, especially with the Hassan stuff, then the Emaru situation. Like he was the CEO when the foam pit situation happened. Like at this point, they probably feel like he's bulletproof.
Well, I don't think he's getting fired.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying what I was saying was I don't see how there's going to be a TwitchCon.
No, I agree, but I was just
Dan
asking
Clancy
your opinion.
just wants to be a fucking cool dude hanging around young hot women.
Yeah.
So he'll probably make it happen one way or another, even if they shouldn't.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you thought they were like gonna get rid of him because I know there's some people saying, "Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it." I don't believe that at this point.
I feel like they had a really good opportunity to do it already, and they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I agree, but I mean, Twitch it's facing a hell of a lot of problems right now. That's for sure, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better as the days go on. I constantly think that I can't get any worse for this fucking platform, and yet it just consistently does.
Yeah, I haven't been on there in a while. I'm surprised I haven't just like terminated my account due to inactivity. To be honest with you, I used to have I'm running with a pretty good crowd over there. I used to get some people watching me, and then everyone's like, kick, fuck Twitch. I'm like, well, fuck, I've got a pretty nice little Twitch channel, but okay, I'll make kick, and then I stopped streaming games, so that makes it difficult.
I mean, I feel like they're both kind of bad. I mean, one is gambling, people dying, another is people inciting murder.
I'm okay with all those things.
Like, I mean, it could be worse. It could always be worse. Really quickly, since we're talking about Twitch, before we wrap up the stream, I wanted to show you all some absolutely vomit-inducing material.
Better swallow my drink here before we see this. Oh my God.
Frogan has decided that they are cosplaying Sailor Moon for Halloween. And this was the image they thought, I guess, made them look cute.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if they're going to get a good angle. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. Look. She's Muslim. Is she Arab? What is she?
I don't know. The size of the moon.
Okay. Look. Here's my thing. Women in the Middle East, stuff like this fucking culture, like covering themselves up. Here's the thing. Hot Arab women, take that shit off. Hot Arab women, free yourselves from the chains of oppression. Yep. Fat, ugly, retarded, leftist fucking Arab women, put on as many clothes as you possibly can. That should be the policy. Nobody wants to see this shit. Nobody wants to see you fucking cosplay. The fact that she had her, what is that thing called?
The hijab?
Is that a hijab? I don't know. I need to learn my Middle East culture and fashion references. Although I might know a little bit. I don't know as much as I probably should. So I don't know. The fact that she did that blonde or yellow to match the blonde is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
But yeah, I fucking hate this bitch. She's the one that said all American soldiers. I hope American service members fucking kill themselves and die of PTSD. I hate this bitch so much. And I'm glad that people are mentioning that she is the shape of a moon.
By the way, she's half white, half Lebanese.
Oh, half Lebanese, huh?
Yeah. Half white. She got some of that privilege. Shit.
My comment about Arab women stands.
Yeah.
Hot ones, cute ones, free yourselves from that tyranny and oppression. Ugly ones, fucking cover up more, please.
I thought
For the
this
love of
comment
God.
was truly hilarious. The only thing you got in common with the moon is gravitational pull. That was the highlight of this fucking thread for me. That shit is funny. Sailor fat. Did you eat the moon? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, did you eat the moon? Yeah. That like I feel like the perfect comment is just a gif of Obi-Wan saying that's no moon.
It's true. That is a really good one. But I had to show it all to you because I had to see it. Unfortunately, that means you all had to see it, unfortunately, but you know, fuck my life. So we
Yeah, a
have
little bit
to
of a
end with
jump
something
scare.
terrible.
We had to do some shitty things to you at the end here.
It's true. SBZ, thank you so much for the 5. Ryan, while in Tokyo, try to visit a soap land. It's a wonderful experience. It could be your first country hopping content. Just saying.
Soapland?
I mean, if
You
they're
know what
both
that
in
is?
they're both in quotes. I do not know.
Is it some fucking Japanese like escort service or hookers or something like that?
Probably for gay men, yeah. That'd be my
Sorry,
logical
soaplands are
deduction.
brothels, somebody says. So yes, it is. There you
Okay.
go. That was easy to determine, SBZ. I don't
Yeah,
think
I kind of had a feeling.
when I go to Japan, I don't anticipate the need to visit a brothel. We'll put it that way. I think I'll be okay.
Fair enough. But guys, with that being said, another week of fuck my life is over. Ryan, anything else over on ye old platform of Rumble?
We do have a couple things over on Rumble.
Cool.
So John Getz with a bunch of rants. eBay usually shows how good the legs are. I sold Last of Us 2 a couple weeks after release when I platinumed it. Only got $40 for the steel book. Remember, Last of Us 2 won on launch sales, then sold less long term. Sony did Infamous First Light back in the day for 40 with a female character spinoff you knew from the main game. Same with Uncharted Lost Legacy for 40. They knew women's place back then. And then he gave 2 rants, one after the other. The first one is before we showed that. Gonna have nightmares of Frogan sexually assaulting me now, or what's worse, she only gets 1 day ban. Is it me or is Twitch all about their popular streamers just making videos about each other? There's a lot of that. And then the next one for $1, Jesus Christ. I gave that last rant before you guys even showed that shit. Can Hijaba the Hutt please get the fuck off the internet? Hijaba the Hutt is
wild.
I might fucking steal Hijaba the Hutt.
That's pretty good. That's fucking wild. That is, I think, the highlight comment of the night.
Hijaba the Hutt is, John, that is glorious. The good one.
It's pretty good. Hey Zeus, thank you so much for the 9/11.
That's right.
Thank you so
Bringing
much.
things
Also,
all the way back.
I'm grateful we didn't have to take any shots tonight. Thank you.
I'm grateful too. I mean, I got a little drunk last night, so I've been drinking water. I'm good.
Yeah, I would have been dead if I took.
I'm so grateful I didn't get any money. That's what Vera said. I'm so grateful I didn't get a massive super chat.
You know what? I'm fine. I'm perfectly
for
fine.
the love of the game.
Yeah, sometimes it's all about that life. Ryan, what are you up to? What have you been talking about? All that. What's new with you? What's going on?
I've just been talking about
411?
I've just been talking about normal shit, not doing much. Go check out my channel, Ryan Kinnell RK Outpost. I stream on Sundays and Wednesday evenings. I also stream Monday evenings with Vera every other week. So the next week it'll be on my channel, same time. And yeah, I talk about entertainment, pop culture, bullshit, whatever. I'm also on Geeks and Gamers every single day till I fucking die. And Sports Wars. So go check out Sports Wars. And that's it.
Yeah, and as we know, Ryan's teams, they're not doing so hot. So
hey, look,
The
Usually,
sports content, I bet, is filled with depression.
I'm going to be honest. Usually, what happened on Sunday with my Chicago Bears, it would have fucking devastated me. Maybe it's because I just expected a letdown after they won 4 straight. Maybe it's something else. I was not as beaten down and broken about my Bears as I usually am. So maybe I've learned to be disappointed. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally fair. But guys, of course, per usual, streaming every fucking day this week as I always do. Tomorrow night will be a little bit different. Instead of the normal 7 p.m. Eastern game stream at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening on Tuesday, it will be the Vera and Virtue show. We'll be doing our Halloween special. We do have matching costumes. I know, first time dressing up in the history of this channel. Crazy. So we're gonna be doing that. Then on Wednesday, I'll be doing a game stream. Thursday, I am taking Thursday off. Friday, I will be doing the Halloween stream, but I'll be on FNT in the afternoon. Then I'll be doing the game stream. We'll be playing Haunting Ground, which I'm super excited for. And then we get to go back to, I don't know what we're going back to over the weekend, actually. But of course, like Ryan said, this show rotates channel. So next week it will be on his channel, the week after mine, until one of us dies. Maybe that'll be soon. Really quickly, Lip, thank you for the 5. Binge Y-Files, Ryan drew me into the Ancient Civ stuff as well. Better than Ancient Aliens. I can't wait for RK World Tour.
That's right, Lip Lennox. A lot of people are excited for the Ryan Kinnell tour of the world, myself included. I have been watching a decent amount of Y-Files with Lennox, so good recommendation. Good recommendation.
And Chibi, thank you so much for the 5 gifted right at the end of stream. Much appreciated. Well, guys, that's gonna be the end. Fuck my life. Episode 10 is over. Will we be back next week? I mean, allegedly we will be. Who knows? Maybe come Wednesday, Thursday. You know what? Ryan would definitely wait until after F&T to be like, by the way, it's over. We're not doing another episode.
Yeah,
That
I would
wouldn't
probably
shock
wait till
me.
after that.
Yeah, because that would be kind of awkward having to like sit there through the conversation and, you know, act buddy. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think it'll be happening. No guarantees. You never know what tomorrow holds, but I think it'll be happening next week. Yes.
Don't make too many big promises there. But yeah, of course, guys, per usual, streams all this week. I'm very grateful for you all being here. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Check out links in the description. Follow me on social media. Join the Discord if you're not already part of it. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, 9 p.m. East. Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. I thought for my brain I was saying 7. No, I know numbers. 9 p.m. Eastern here. Thanks for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by, and have a very good rest of your evening, everyone.
Bye, everyone.